Oh, thank you.
All
This
right.
is, yeah, all right. This is how I felt. I was like, all right. Finally, I get to bring Dawn up.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's like ghosts in this room of like every awesome person who's ever played here, and they're like, haha, we're gonna play with the sound, we're gonna play with that tone. Oh my god, it's like so crazy. How it feels. Gosh. Let's just get that tuning going. Make sure it's happy. Okay, so I'm gonna talk a little bit. So I go by Jenni Alpert because that was the name that was given to me through a course of events that happened. I was in foster care, and I got the name Jennifer there. And then by the time I was 4, I got to my forever home, and then I got that last name, Alpert, and I was like, I'm tired of getting in trouble all the time. So I'm gonna shorten that to like Jenny for my own like sake, because I was always in trouble. So Jenni Alpert became me. But actually I had a birth name that I didn't get to keep that was called Cameron. And I found that out later, and I was like, wow, that's so cool, Cameron. And then I decided to shorten it to Cami, and I just recently found out that that means warrior, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of proud of that. And anyway, so this is my birth father, Don. That, this is Don. Yeah, and well, I found him 5 years ago, actually this month. We met 5 years ago this month, so. That's pretty cool, and he was so nice and generous to come and play this song with me. I wanted him to play the whole set, and he was like, no. It's too bad though, because he makes everything better. He really does. I'm telling you, there's like ghosts in here. Do you not experience that shit? Oh my god, I'm like, that's like so crazy. I already have like anxiety to begin with, and I'm like, I'm coming to the Hotel Cafe. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's how I feel every time I'm here. I'm like, not only is there like shitty parking, and now there's like this weird like alley, which is beautiful, right? But they're like, oh, you have to go around and shit. Like 5 times before you get inside. There's like 6 doors. You're like, where am I going? I don't know. Anyway, so like there's that, and then I think they should have like Hotel Cafe meds that they just like pass out to everybody. Like it's like alcohol, right? That's what it is, but I'm not supposed to drink that. So anyways, now we're gonna do our song. So this is Dawn, and I have to say that so we've been together 5 years. I had a private investigator help me find him. He's awesome. He lives the best life ever. I kind of wish that I did that, but we're not that different actually. And so he's like, please stop talking, God. He always says that, please stop talking. So now 5 years later, we are together. We have a little tour coming up. We're going to go around the country. We're going to play homeless shelters and rescue missions all around the country, which is crazy. He's like, you're crazy. I'm like, well, yeah, right? 5150, like, hey, let's capitalize on that. So this is a song that we were in a little documentary that someday is going to come out called Homeless Soundtrack. And that's because Dawn chose homelessness, which I think is pretty cool, because really I would choose that too, because that's what freedom is. Because when you're stuck inside of the house for so long, you know, sometimes it's just not really the place to be. Like there's a big world out there, and you know, it's interesting because when we drove here, there's like so much going on in Hollywood right now. There's so much going on, and with COVID, it made it even harder. And but there's different ways. There's like different demographics. There's different ways. There's different ways to live. There's different ways to choose. And we sort of represent this idea of transformation and change and being your own choice, doing it your own way, figuring out what works for you in a special way that doesn't affect other people. And so this song that we're going to play now is called Take the Pain Away, and it's about living on the streets of Los Angeles. Let's see if we can get through it. Take the pain away. people, send them on their way. Heroin, heroin, you take innocent people, you hurt innocent people, send them on their way. In the middle of the blur, here we go, spinning out, 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 yeah. Nothing stays the same. Never can be sure if there's a way out, yeah. Gray smoke filled with the rain. You take innocent people, heroin, innocent people, send them on their way. Heroin, yeah, heroin. You take innocent people, you hurt innocent people, something's gotta change. Innocent people, you hurt innocent people, send them on their way. Yeah. You take innocent people, you hurt innocent people, something's gotta change. In the middle of the night, middle of the day, take this pain away. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, somehow we're gonna That's Don. He actually rocks on the guitar so hard. I learned from watching you. I guess it's one more, right? Is there one more or two more? I don't know how this works.
Technically, it's just three. That's okay. So.
What? Oh, sorry. Shit. Well, I want to play this one, so I'm going to. I'll just do it really fast. The first one sucked anyway, really. Well, this is really important. This one's really cool. Shane Alexander, who's playing here in a couple weeks on a Saturday, or actually next weekend maybe. Anyway, he is an amazing everything. And I used to see him all over town. I was like, oh my God, I love that guy. He's so good. If you don't know him, please look him up, Shane Alexander. And then I started traveling through Europe and backpacking there to play some gigs. And then there he was, playing these big stages. And I was like, how does this guy get around? Anyway, he never knew his birth mother either. And I didn't know that until later. So I was like, gosh, there's a reason we met. And then we wrote the song. And it's going to come out in a couple weeks or so. And it's called Constellations. And sorry to talk so much, and I'm not trying to take over, but I just want you to hear this because it's so cool. There was a psychologist who wrote this whole concept called the Adoption Constellation. And he made this metaphor so that people who are adopted can kind of have a sense of self when they usually feel a little lost because they're not really sure, they don't look like the people that adopted them, they're not really sure where they belong, and it's a little bit confusing, and they don't usually know that that's happening half the time. And so this concept called the Adoption Constellation is supposed to be a metaphor to help all the components, right? So all the components, so there's the birth parents, and there's the foster parents sometimes, and then there's the adopted parents, and then there's the siblings of all different kinds, and then there's the therapists, and there's the lawyers, and there's so many things. And it can feel like so many big pieces. But what the psychologist did was he came up with this concept where he said, well, we're all just one thing. It's a constellation. We're all just one thing. So we can kind of relax with that idea. And so I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So Shane and I worked this out, and let's see if we can do this. And I'll do it double time, so it's short. Where are you in my constellation? Have you been searching too? Celestial bodies of creation, each of us longing for the truth. Remnants of these broken planets scattered through the universe, like asteroids of ancient granite, in endless cycles of rebirth. All we are shining stars, suspended in a boundless sky. Don't you know we're not too far to heal what's just beneath? Together, you and me. These primal wounds can't keep us from finding home. Cosmic shades of second chances, rays of hope around the sun, making peace with circumstances, hoping for peace for everyone. 'Cause all we are shining stars, suspended in a boundless sky. Don't you know we're not too far to heal what's just beneath? Together, you and me. These primal wounds can't keep us from finding home. Inside the telescope, where all is magnified, light moves through time and space across the great divide. Beyond the distant starlight gleam, where nothing's what it seems, there is no gravity. 'Cause all we are shining stars, suspended in a boundless sky. Don't you know we're not too far to heal what's just beneath? 'Cause all we are shining stars, suspended in a boundless sky. Don't you know we're not too far to heal what's just beneath? Together, you and me. These primal wounds can't keep us from finding home.
One more time for Jenni Alpert, everybody.